There is only one place in the world that you can ride a train like this, go past gorgeous mountain scenery like this, to visit waterfalls like this, and eat donuts like these. And that's in Elkins, West Virginia. Stick around for a full video review of the new Tygart Flyer, a train that's part of the Durban and Greenbrier Valley Railroad. I'm back at my dad's condo to talk about our experience. Feel free to listen in. Well, here we are again.
Yes, I like it.
To talk about another train ride.
Yes.
Elkins, West Virginia. You know, this is another example of just finding joy in the journey, right?
Right.
What were your impressions of Elkins? You did not get out and see the town quite as much as I did. I walked around town and took a lot of pictures.
We did stay in a nice motel. I appreciate you putting me up nice.
Well, you know, my viewers know that when I do my bike trips, I'm usually 2-starring it. I go to 2-star. I go to the Super 8 and the Days Inn.
I've heard about it. But this was not a Super 8.
I think we stayed at I want to say it was the Wingate by Wyndham.
Yep.
And you
very nice.
I think you were on first name basis with all the ladies at the front desk.
I just couldn't help it. They kept asking me questions and how, you know, I mean.
Were they interested in your life?
They were. I hate to admit it, but they
were nice. They were
very personable.
They were very helpful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Elkins, West Virginia. The population is 6,950 people. It sits on the Tygart Valley River and takes up about 3.6 square miles. Elkins was developed by 2 U.S. senators, Henry Gassaway Davis and Stephen Benton Elkins. What did they do? Like flip a coin to see who was going to get the town named after them?
Well, I understand it had something to do with the college that's there.
Yeah, the college there is a liberal arts college there that bears both of their names now. But anyway, these guys dabbled in railroads and coal mines. Shocker.
They were everywhere.
They dabbled in railroads, coal mines, and the timber industry, and together they built the West Virginia Central and Pittsburgh Railway and brought it into Elkins in 1889.
That was before my time.
That was a little bit before your time.
Yeah.
Well, that railroad merged into the Western Maryland Railroad in 1905, and check this out. At the height of passenger train service, there were 18 trains coming in and out of Elkins daily.
That's unbelievable. That's unreal.
For a somewhat small town, it was a pretty major railroad hub.
Yeah, and they had to work their way around and through the mountains.
Right, and you remember seeing the circular platform.
Turntable.
The turntable, and there's so many tracks that are still there. Anyway, it was busy back in the day. On the list of famous people from Elkins is Clarence Fuzzy Haskins, bass player for Parliament Funkadelic. What was your favorite Parliament Funkadelic song back in the day?
I'd have to think about it.
Anyway, God rest his soul, Clarence Fuzzy Haskins.
Yes.
He passed away not long ago, I think.
Really?
Right.
A drink to him.
So this turned out to be the train ride that almost wasn't.
Almost wasn't.
Tell the folks at home what happened, if you remember that.
Well, all I remember is that they canceled the trip and we had to spend the night and go to the train the next morning.
They kept saying, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, excuse us, we're so sorry, but the train is going to be somewhat delayed, hoping to be here in about 30 minutes and appreciate your patience. And then 30 minutes later, Another delay. And then an hour later,
another delay.
And then finally they were like,
we give up.
Folks, we're sorry, but we're just going to have to come clean and let you know that a tree has fallen on the train track.
Yep.
And the train cannot get to us.
Yep.
And so they were hoping to be able to cut the tree and remove the tree.
But the tree was too big.
Right. So I had to get on the phone with my employer and say, you need to hook a brother up with another day off. And that's what we did. We just stayed an extra day. And
it was so nice to be there. I mean, everyone in that town was so friendly and so nice to us.
But we were able to stay. I was like, Dadgummit, we've come this far.
And that was quite a ways, too.
Yeah, we're not going to ride just one train and go back home.
Jesus, please don't be mad. I know that it makes you sad when I simply don't obey. I tried my best, I'd like to say, Jesus, please hold on when I simply don't have a song, and my heart can't give you praise. It doesn't care to even sing your name, but I still believe that you're bigger than all these things. Can't find what to say. Somehow, you know, that you love me the same. Jesus, are you even real? Sometimes I pray, but I still can't feel the peace that you claim you would give when we had a hard day. No, I really shouldn't ask, but do you record all my bad? Will they put me in hell? Or is that a myth that the preachers sell? I still believe that you're bigger than my unbelief. When I don't know what to say, somehow, you know, you love me the same. Somehow, you know, you love me the same. Somehow, you know, you love me. Jesus, I'll keep trusting you, not always because I want to, but there's nowhere else to go. The words feel different, this much I know, and I'll try my very best. At times it feels like life is just a test, like we were destined just to fail. Did you feel bad? Is that why you tore the veil? But I still believe
Talk about this train engine and this train in comparison to the other. Then this was not an old-fashioned steam engine with open-air cars. This was a different animal.
Yeah. This was more of what you would see in movies, and with Pullman type and dinner type cars. And
was it a diesel?
That was the engine was a diesel, but it wasn't a new style diesel. It was one of the original style diesels. I mean, that was an old antique diesel that had apparently been restored because it ran beautifully, but it was old.
So the staff on these trains, they're always very helpful. I remember the lady that helped us and talked to us, and there was a gentleman that played music, and he would come through and give us different stories and tips. And
very nice. And I'm always amazed at how the ladies want to have their picture made with me. I don't know what that is. I think they recognize that I might be old, and they just, it's kind of like preserving antiques.
So this train followed along a river.
There were some beautiful water views.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Some awesome waterfalls. But on the way, do you remember we passed lots of RV parks?
Lots of RV parks. Unbelievable. Really nice.
RVers. The RVers are loving them some West Virginia.
Woo-hoo! Yes.
Wild and wonderful West Virginia. This train also went through a tunnel.
Yes.
The tunnels, it always amazes me because it appears to your eye that there's only about 5 or 6 inches of space between the train and the wall of the tunnel. It's it's kind of amazing. It's a little disconcerting because
you would think that the back and forth motion of the car might hit the wall, but it never did.
And how in the world, how do you create a tunnel like that that's just barely big enough for the train to go through and no bigger, all the way through a mountain without
it caving in?
Yeah, I mean that's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, but I'm glad there are people who do.
I've never done engineering, and it's a good thing for the world.
Here's to the patriarchy who created that tunnel in the day and made the train, built the train, drove the train
to actually fit in that tunnel. Amazing.
We totally enjoyed the experience at Cass, and we talked about that in that video. But I will say that this train that left out of Elkins that went up to the waterfalls, it had a little more of a high class feel.
Yeah, it did. Definitely.
There were glass windows, and we had a table to sit at, and we enjoyed a meal, a boxed lunch again.
Yeah.
And it had just a little bit more of a nice luxury type feel to it.
Right.
So by now you know the drill. As a guest on the channel, I'm going to let you give the star review. What do we think of the new Tygart Flyer out of Elkins, West Virginia? What do you think?
I have a number of stars in mind, and I will tell you the main reason that I feel this way. It's the people that operate the train. I think they're just really exceptional, and they help make it what it was, the trip what it was, and the event. So I'm going to go with 4 stars.
4 stars. 4 for the new Tygart Flyer.
Yeah.
In Elkins, West Virginia. So since this West Virginia trip, we've been to the Smoky Mountains to ride trains 2 more times. Would you be willing to come back and let's do some videos on those?
Well, I appreciate your invitation because I would love to do that.
But you know what I always say about this YouTube channel is that I rate, review, and explore trails and hopefully find a little joy in the journey. And you can find joy in the journey on trains as well as bicycles.
And I have met a lot of people. I got to talk to a lot of people riding those trains.
Yes, hashtag no filter. He talks to lots of people.
Lots of people.
And says really weird things to them sometimes.
But it's fun, the reaction, you know. I'm thinking about writing a book. Yeah.
Hey, you should. You got time on your hands. Write that book.
I need to. Thanks for the encouragement.